It was a light playoff schedule tonight. The only Nickting team action was Belvidere North.
So the two of us made tracks for Milt Brown Stadium for this one. The Blue Thunder hosted the Kaneland Knights. It's the Gillies Heating and Air Conditioning Game of the Week. The Blue Thunder came in with a record of 10-0. The Knights came in with an 8-2 mark. They compete in the Interstate 8 Conference with Sycamore and Rochelle. North's only points in the first half came here on a 31-yard field goal by Giovanni Pina. Kaneland in the first half had a field goal and this short touchdown pass by Jalen Carter. At halftime, Kaneland had the momentum, leading 10-3. Kaneland built on the momentum on the first play from scrimmage in the second half. Carter kept the ball. He is quick. Eric Roman just missed him from behind. Carter had a 62-yard TD, and North trailed 17-3. But North bounced back behind its playmakers. First, it is Ben Booker who dekes out a defender. Booker will go 55 yards to the house. Good to see you again, Mr. Booker, and the Booker salute. Number 4, he's pretty special. On North's next possession, their other superstar makes a big splash. That's Eric Roman taking the pitch. He turns on the Jets, and just like that, North's 1-2 punch had tied up the game at 17. There's a look at Roman on the sideline. What a player. Drew, I'm going to let you take it from here.
All right, early in the fourth quarter, Xavier McElroy dove through the middle for a short touchdown. The Blue Thunder later added another field goal to lead 24-17. But they were not out of the woods yet. Kaneland used the tush push to score and tie the game. Kaneland then went for 2, and they would get the lead as they would go for it right here. So this would make it a 25-24 game Knights lead. But North answered again, and this time it is Andrew Bucci on the QB keeper. He had lots of daylight and the go-ahead touchdown with 2.5 minutes to play. The Blue Thunder defeated Kaneland 30-25. Ring that victory bell, guys. This was a sweet one. The Blue Thunder are moving on to the round 3 in Class 5A.
We weren't executing great in the first half, but second half, our coach gave us a speech. We really knew what we had to do, and we just came out, and I think we honestly wanted it more. We were more physical up front. We started executing our plays. We were reading our blocks, and I think overall we just started playing like ourselves in that second half.
At the end, we knew it was going to come down to defense, so I was just telling my defense, just give me one play. That's all I need is one play, and the coaches were saying that, and we got it, baby.
He's to get a stop, and they went one play and scored, so we were a little I'm sure there was a little bit of doubt, but our kids stuck together and continued to believe in what we do.
All right, we are joined by our Nickton analyst, Tim Bailey. Tim, we've said it all year, when the chips are down, North just finds a way to do it. They face some adversity, but they get it done.
Yeah, they did. They came up big tonight. You got to give kudos to what they were able to do offensively in the first half. They didn't really put the points on the board like they normally do in the Nick 10, but how they actually rallied back in the second half, down 1 score, came out, not flat. Responded on offense and defense. Their playmakers stepped up. Coaches called a great game. So, again, kudos to Belvidere North, man. This is what championship teams do, and I'm glad they got it done tonight.
I was a little concerned for North at halftime because they were a little down emotionally as well as on the scoreboard, and Kaneland looked pretty confident, and then Kaneland gets that opening TD. But, whenever you're on a team that has a Ben Booker and an Eric Roman, you got to feel like you're never out of it, right? It's kind of like the Dodgers with Otani or something like that. It's like, what a confidence boost it is just to have those two guys around.
Yeah, and we can't forget the other guys, too. Bucci stepped up big time. Another guy we don't talk about all the time, McElroy, they all stepped up. The stars came to play. But as it relates to Booker and Roman, these two are probably one of the 2 best dynamic duos that we have in this area. And they really showed it tonight. They came up big for their team. These guys didn't want to go home. Belvidere North wants to go to the 3rd round. They showed it tonight, and as a result, they're going on to the 3rd round.
And I love seeing the look in their eyes on the sidelines when we got some of those tight shots, because you could see in their eyes we are not losing this game. All right, if you're Jeff Beck, the head coach of Belvidere North, what are you saying to your guys after a comeback big game win like this?
I would just rally my guys and say, hey guys, look, let's relish this. And let's get back to work on Saturday or Sunday. They play next week. They're going to play a tougher opponent, the winner between, I believe, St. Pat and Cary Grove. So the 3rd round is going to be tough. I would just say to my guys, enjoy this one, live it up for the moment. But guys, we got to get better. We got to clean some things up because each round it gets tougher and tougher and tougher. So I would just keep it simple and sweet.